If you've been trying to bulk for months on end, but your lifts just will not progress, you have no idea if you're eating the right foods, and it feels like you're just wasting all this time and energy to not see any gains, then you've come to the right place. You legend. You've probably seen people telling you to just train low volume, high intensity and all your problems will be solved. Or to just eat more food. Or maybe you've gone down the main gaining route, trying to stay as lean as possible. All your mates are getting stronger week on week, but no matter what you try, you just cannot get past one plate on the damn bench press. Feeling like you might never get the physique that you want. I am telling you now, these tricks that you see on TikTok will do nothing on their own, and there's actually a lot more to lean bulking than you think. I'm gonna go through why you may be seeing next to no muscle growth and exactly what you can do to guarantee the gains stack on while you stay lean, and hence start getting all the ladies, because more muscle means more girls, right? I fucking wish. I've gained 10 kilos on my bulk in the last 6 months, going from this to this after getting down to sub 10% body fat. And more importantly, I'm still seeing progressions every single week on basically all of my lifts. I also coach guys in the exact same spot as you who knew their physique was capable of more, but no matter what they tried, just would not get the results that they deserve. And I've made it my fucking mission to help guys struggling with the physique to turn it around and see just what that physique is capable of. Let's get the fuck into it, shall we? Let me bring you up here, buddy. We all know that in order to grow muscle, we need to be getting stronger over time, progressing our lifts month to month and guaranteeing that the gains flow on. But it's not as easy as just going in the gym and automatically we're able to get stronger. Those progressions come from training smart and going into the workout in the right state. Of course, there's a few more things that are going to play into this, including sleep and a number of others, which I will touch on a little bit later in the video. But our main priority to have the best workout possible is that pre-workout window. And this doesn't just mean the pre-workout meal. We can't go into the workout absolutely stressed out of our minds and with cortisol through the roof. Of course, that's going to affect our lift, even if we may be able to hit the same numbers as last week. If we did not have quite as much cortisol, then that is going to mean more blood flow to the muscles, which is going to increase our output. Now, when cortisol is higher, that is going to direct more blood flow to the brain to fight off this perceived threat. And our body doesn't know that humans don't need to worry about getting chased by lions anymore. So that response does not really serve us, but it still fucking happens. So what are we going to do about it? I'll tell you what we're going to do about it. I actually have a pre-workout checklist. It is completely free and it's in the description that runs through the exact steps to guarantee we are going into this workout with cortisol as low as possible. If you want to check that one out, as I said, it's completely free. Just go into the description, click on the link, chuck in your email, and it will literally be sent over to you straight away. It's free because it really is that simple, but it's made that much of a difference for my own workouts and for all of my clients as well. I have a savage pimple on the back of my neck. Oh, it's one of those that just will not pop, but the more you squeeze it, the more like inflamed and red it gets. Ouchies. Rolling into nutrition. Now, I'm not going to tell you to eat more protein and more carbs. We all know we need to be doing these things. However, where I've fucked myself in the past in bulks was making changes at the wrong time. Maybe hunger came up, so I decided to start eating more food. Maybe the scales didn't move for one fucking week, so I decided to eat more food just to feed my savage appetite that I've had since birth. Even right now, I'm eating 4,000 calories. I am a hungry motherfucker. And I know a lot of you are too. Majority of my clients do feel the same. Oftentimes in a check-in, even in the build, I will always have a question in there relating to hunger and food focus, and we'll often still see hunger present in the build. And this is actually a real positive. However, we can't be making changes based off of hunger. And we also can't just be going about our bulk, eating the exact same amount of food for the entire time, expecting to get the best possible result. Over time, our body is going to adapt as we grow more muscle, our maintenance calories are going to shift up and we have to go up from there. If we go up too fast, we're of course going to put on more fat than we need to, turn into a chubby piece of shit, which does not look good, and it sure as hell does not improve our result. So Austin, when do we make these changes? How I like to look at things in a bulk is body weight still fluctuates. It's same as a cut. We can't just look at these day-to-day ups and downs, and we need to look at the average for the last week. Even if that average hasn't moved in the last week, that is not a reason to change calories. If that average has been holding for at least 2 weeks in a row, you've seen in your visuals that condition is holding very well. You actually look a little bit leaner. This is where these visuals can really come into play. These week to week visual differences can tell us a lot that the scales may not be telling us. So pair up that scale weight progress with tracking our visuals, and we can make the right changes 100% of the time, meaning that we do stay as lean as possible, but we do not leave any sort of gains on the table. Yes! I popped the cunt. Mad. Oh, it's one of those ones that starts bleeding everywhere. Now, point number 3. We've got to live like a hermit crab. That means steps, sleep, and meal timing all need to be as stable as possible on a daily basis. If on the weekends, we're going to bed fucking 7 hours later than we usually do during the week, of course this is going to have an impact early on next week when we have to try to shift back into our regular circadian rhythm. Digestion is going to be off, energy is going to be off, training output is going to be off as well. So if we can aim to get to bed on the weekend within about 2 hours of our regular bedtime, then we're going to be sweet. And then with our meal timing, if we can be eating the same meals within the same 1 hour window each day, that is going to do bits for our digestion, meaning that we are not a bloated, farty piece of shit. When we are not a bloated, farty mess, we are able to utilize the nutrients coming in to their best ability, or to a better ability than if we were to be a bloated, farty mess. And what happens when we're utilizing those nutrients more effectively? We grow more muscle, we gain less fat. Spot on. Sometimes it's not going to be realistic to be eating at the exact same time every single day. So same again. If we can just aim to eat within the same 1 hour window on a daily basis for each meal, then that is going to keep digestion in a very lovely spot. Before we get into the final point, if you want to see day to day how I go about my nutrition, my training, and how I'm putting down 4,000 calories per day while staying lean, then go check out my Instagram page, as I am a lot more active on there, and I'm posting my weekly updates of how the build is going and how I am addressing little issues such as extra bloating, such as poor sleep. Same again, my Instagram is in the description, so if you haven't already, go give us a follow, and if you do, you're a legend. Now, final point of call. The fact that it is quite challenging to stay motivated in the build. And because we're not seeing as quick progress roll through that we might be seeing in the cut, what I find to seriously help with motivation is tracking all of our variables, knowing exactly why we're doing what we're doing, and having a clear timeline planned out. And when we are assessing things week to week, looking at how the body is responding, it's honestly no different to a cut. It's literally a cut while eating more motherfucking carbs. And I see motivation dip when guys get lost in the build. It just seems like progress is coming on too slow, and it's getting boring and monotonous. Every single week is the same. But as mentioned, and as we've seen in this video, there is a lot more to lean bulking than on surface level. And then of course, having someone else that you are doing this with can be great. You know, having a group of mates that are also in the build with you, or as always, having a coach is massive during a build. And I've been with my own coach through this entire build, and I've never seen progress stacking on like it is. And same again with clients too. We notice the exact same thing. Working with a coach as opposed to builds in past doing it on our own. We may think that we're doing things right, but oftentimes there's always these little things that we can tighten up, changes that we can make to ensure that muscle tissue does stack on a fair bit quicker and we still do stay lean in the process. So remember, it all starts with that pre-workout routine. And if your workouts are off, you are quite literally leaving gains on the table. So that pre-workout checklist, which is completely free, is available in the description. Just click on that link, chuck in your email. It'll be sent right to you to maximize your lifts and maximize them gains, mate. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I am wishing you all the very best for a savage build, seeing some savage gains stack on the physique. You're awesome. Let's get this bread.